Good morning, class. Today I want to go over week 3. In the weekly assignments and activities folder, scroll down to week 3 and click. And like with the others, we want to make sure that we're not skipping any folders. Every week, go to Overview and Weekly To-Do List and read that list to make sure that you've got what you need. This week, we want to read the chapters on ethical speaking and listening in the Instructional Materials subfolder. This is the last chance to present self-introduction speeches if you had a reason, like if you joined the class late or you had a reason why you had to be out. This is the last week to turn those in. Also, watch any instructional videos in the Instructional Materials subfolder. They are there for your benefit. Also, participate in the discussion board forum after watching the Celeste Headley TED Talk, and it's linked in the discussion board. Also, make sure you have completed that self-introduction speech, but also you can look ahead at least 1 week to see what we're doing next week if you want to get ahead. And double check to make sure that you did not miss any of the Start Here menu items. Those are worth a few points each and will help you know how to navigate the course. Moving on. Next, we want to look at the Instructional Materials folder, and every week we do this. In the Instructional Materials folder, you'll always have a link to the textbook here. That will go to the entire textbook, which is divided into chapters, and you can click on them. Or you can download the chapters each week in this folder. This week we have the listening chapter and the chapter on ethics. So it's chapters 3 and 4. I will also have sort of micro lectures. These are usually less than 2 minutes long. That was less than a minute. That was 1.5 minutes. On elements in the chapter, like highlights from the chapters. Okay. Each week there might be videos that I have recorded. There might be videos like TED Talks or clips from YouTube that explain some of the elements from the chapters with some animation or some video. Whatever I think will help you with the information. Now, we also have a TED Talk linked here. Betty Hart, How Compassion Could Save Your Strained Relationships. This is Betty Hart. And as you can see, it's less than 11 minutes long. And also, if you go over to, I don't believe they have they have the transcript right here, so that you can listen to a little bit of it. You don't have time to listen to the whole thing. You can read the transcript and get the information, or you can play it while you're doing something else. I like to listen to TED Talks while I'm doing other things instead of just watching. I'll always go back and look if it was very visual or there were lots of visual aids. I'll go back and watch them, but a lot of times I listen to them. Now, here is your Chapter 2 quiz from Chapters 3 and 4. Remember that all the quizzes you can take multiple times. They're like homework. So you could even take the chapter quiz and see where you stand, make a note of the keywords or elements from the chapters that you aren't sure about, then go and read the textbook in the Instructional Materials folder or click on the entire book, the website, and look at it that way. Now, here's our discussion board for the week, How Conversation is Like Public Speaking. So we have a second TED Talk, also on communication. This is Celeste Headley, 10 Ways to Have a Better Conversation. And so your discussion here is, how is conversation like public speaking? And you want to make at least 3 posts each week. That way it's a discussion. So 1 original post and 2 replies to classmates. You have to check back in to see if someone has responded to you so that it's an actual discussion or conversation. This is like class discussion. So 3 times, and of course you can do more, but 3 times to get the full 10 points. So it comes out to about 3.5 points for each comment you make. And that needs to be longer than just 1 sentence for you to get full credit. Not just a quick, I agree, but explain why you agree, for example. Now, those are the things for week 3. But if you have missed anything up to this point, from weeks 2 or week 1, you need to go back and look at every folder or subfolder in each folder. They're all set up the same way. They've all got the overview. They've all got the instructional materials. They've all got some kind of assignment. Now, that might just be a discussion board, or it might be a discussion board, an assignment window, and possibly a chapter quiz. Let's see. Yes, there is chapter quiz 1 that happens in week 2, and from those chapters, and you can find them in the instructional materials folder. Now, a few people at this point may still need to go into the Start Here menu. If you missed that at the beginning, and click on everything there to make sure you haven't missed something, including the Blackboard orientation, the ProctorU information, and readiness quiz. That's short, but it's there and it's useful. And then the Start Here quiz that has, I think, 8 questions. Okay, so make sure that you've done all of that. Thank you.